Hey Sussexsquad, Squad, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Najwa. I'm so happy you're here. I just wanted to really quickly lift Prince Harry up in prayer. He is going back to London next week for the MGN lawsuit. Really quickly, I wanted to read through an article here. So this is an article from Al Jazeera, and this is from 2nd June 2023. It's an article written by I'm not sure. I guess explainer. You know how these these news platforms today is just like, I guess I don't know if it's AI writing it or if it's a team of people writing it, but I'll just say from explainer. I'm just like, I don't know if this is from explainer. I don't know if that's the section. I don't know. But either way, this is written on June 2nd, 2023 from Al Jazeera, from the news and media section. The article is entitled Prince Harry to give evidence in phone hacking trial. He and more than 100 other high-profile figures have brought a lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers. Now, guys, I looked it up, and Mirror Group newspaper it looks pretty gross. I mean, it's like the Sunday, the Daily Mirror, the Mirror Express. I think the Sunday, what is it? Sunday Express, Sunday People, Sunday something like that. All of those kind of like even trashier than the Daily Fails. It's like all of those ones, the Mirror Group ones. It says he and more than 100 other high-profile figures have brought a lawsuit against Mirror Group newspaper. It is time for media reform in the UK. This is a global issue. So the article goes on to say Prince Harry will become the first British royal to appear in the witness box since 1890s. Since the 1890s, when he testifies at the High Court in London as part of his lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers MGN. Here are the details of the trial. It goes on to say, what is the case about? It says Harry and more than 100 other people are suing MGN, publisher of the Daily Mirror, the Sunday Mirror, and the Sunday People tabloids, accusing them of widespread unlawful activities between 1991 and 2011. Guys, that's 20 years they've been on some chaos craziness. The article goes on to say those involved include actors, athletes, celebrities, and people who simply had a connection to high-profile figures. They say the group's journalists or private investigators carried out phone hacking on an quote-unquote industrial scale, obtained their private details by deception, and carried out other illicit acts to find out information about them. Now, guys, this also comes at a time where we literally see this guy, Niall Gardner from the Heritage Foundation, coming after Prince Harry and this visa thing. I mean, it just is absolutely bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre. The article basically goes on to say a lot of stuff that honestly we already know. You know why Prince Harry is taking this out. The article goes on to say Harry says 140 stories that appeared in MGN papers were the result of phone hacking or other unlawful behavior, and I can't imagine how awful that must feel to know someone hacked into your phone, let alone 140 times, I don't know if it was 140 times, but at least snippets of information taken from actual hacked phone calls 140 times showed up in these people's news stories. Is absolutely insane. His lawyer said the intrusion led to the breakdown of his relationship with his longtime girlfriend Chelsea Davy, and other documents released on the outset of the trial. MGN admitted there was evidence that private investigators had been instructed to unlawfully gather information about 3 of those involved in the test cases, including on one occasion Harry. The publisher said it is unreservedly apologized and that he was entitled to compensation. However, it has rejected his other claims. So, guys, it's happening. It's happening. And I am so, it says that MGN has settled more than 600 claims at the cost of $120 million. Like, what else do you need to know that the media in the UK needs to be reformed? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are just the catalyst for this. And I'm sitting here with my popcorn like, I'm so happy to watch it because it was going to have to happen at some time. It was going to have to happen at some time. of course, these trashy articles. So there's a headline here from Newsweek from Jack Royston. Prince Harry could lose up to 20 million if all his lawsuits fail. That's nothing to Prince Harry, and he'll make it again. You know, even if he lost it, he would make it again because he's a person with actual talent, actual scruples, and actual morale. Unlike these companies that have spied on his phone and tapped his phone and done all types of unethical stuff. You know, it's just it's more cases of them really just trying to come after the Sussexes. The one guy who married a mixed race black American woman, they just continually come after them. And you know why? We all know why it is. It's because misery loves company. There is really not much else that you could say there. There's not much else that we could take away. Um, I'm really hoping that this will end well. I have been checking in and catching up with a lot of my Sussex Squad content, and I'm often doing it off hours these days just because I'm so busy with my work schedule and keeping up with all of my tasks. But I have been coming on off hours and watching some of the live streams of some of the squatty channels, and it just is absolutely bizarre. You know, like literally going in and listening to, you know, Sussex Squad Family TV and Brian Squatties talk about this lawsuit. And, you know, there's sort of the thing of Piers Morgan is friggin' shaking in his boots because he knows he is guilty AF, you know, and just the whole absolute absurdity of it all, you know, just the absolute, um, it's hilarious, but at the same time, absurd. Watching sort of squatties really sort of hold the Sussexes in prayer, but also sort of being extremely scared. I mean, there's no other way that you can put it to be scared for them because the corrupt UK tabloid media is the big bad wolf. It is the big bad wolf, and it's become a global issue. They've been pumping out this insanity for so much time, and I really am hoping that it manifests itself in more successes for the Sussexes. I mean, we saw them get that $100 million deal with Spare. We saw them get that $100 million deal with Netflix. You know, they have so much at their disposal because at their heart, they're humanitarians. They're not going to always stay beat down. They're going to keep rising up, and we have to keep advocating for them and advocating for their success because so clearly the corrupt UK tabloid media and the other senior royals will not do that for them. And so it's very sad to watch. It's very sad to watch, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It's not like we can do much more or say much more. It is what it is, and we can hope that things will improve. We can hope that things will go as planned, but there's not much else that we can do here. There's not much else that we can do here. I think that the one thing that we really can forge change with is our rallying of efforts and having a voice and not allowing ourselves to be silenced and continuing to speak up for Harry and Meghan, especially in the face of all of these lawsuits. These lawsuits are so instrumental to media reform in the UK. We see that it needs to happen. We see how Harry and Meghan have been abused, that it needs to happen. And it's underway. It's underway, but there has to be quite literally, you know, policy is the best way. It is the best way to forge change. I truly believe that. You know, that's truly my opinion. And things like grassroots advocacy efforts and lawsuits, really lawsuits, not just to throw out lawsuits out there, like lawsuits are such a good thing, but in areas like this where institutional racism, prejudice, where classism and bigotry and othering and just all of the toxicity that comes with it, spying and greed, when it's so emphasized in media, there has to be things that are put into place, and lawsuits are just a part of that. You know, you cannot let injustice go by unchecked, and so I think that's what this comes back to. But guys, I would love to know what you think in the comments. What do you think about this trial coming up? Do you think that everything is going to be okay? Are there specific thoughts that you have going in this with? Are there specific good wishes or good prayers or goodwill wishes that you want to send towards the Sussexes? I would love to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments. And again, if you're new here, please hit the bell, press the button so the bell so you know whenever I post video, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye guys. Bye. Bye.